We're gonna play that song one more time. I love how Twitch is offering for me to knock on my own stream. Okay. Whatever you say, Twitch. Whatever you say. We're ready for this. My most enterprise grade ready stream by far. Are we ready? Are we ready? All right. I'm getting myself hyped up because I have previously claimed to know how to write Java. I've made these claims and I haven't written Java in such a long time. I'm a little worried and I didn't even get the time to practice. I worked my butt off this week. Yeah, I worked my butt off, so didn't practice Java at all. Didn't even review it. I'm sure it hasn't changed in the 12 years that I haven't touched it. All right. But for the first little bit, we're just going to vibe out. See if we can't get this to be AI. Let's get going. All right. I did, one thing I did, which isn't only vibes, which I realize is I made a folder for it already. This was actually really difficult to name this because I really wanted to follow the previous ones like Zop, Rop, Plop. And this one should have been because it's the Java, it should have been JAP, but I feel like people would have gotten very upset, even though that's not at all what I was referring to. So then I had to go with Java. I don't even know how to pronounce this, but that's what I went with. So hopefully people are oh, the OP for object oriented. I'm so calling it that. We're going to go change it really quickly. Thank you. That's actually pretty good. We're gonna name this Kurt. Thank you. All right, now we can only vibe. Now we're only vibes. For the first, I said first hour. If it's going really poorly, we'll stop. If it's going really well, we'll continue. We're just gonna try to vibe out on this one. As I've been told, that's the latest trend in Silicon Valley. So, I'm a trendy person. Yes, save those. Failed to save. Compare them. I do want this. Copy. All right, you know what? Don't worry about it. Just nope, don't save. Don't save. I don't know what I did with you. Just open the folder that I wanted you to open so we can vibe. All right, cool. Okay. So, let's try this. We are now the nodding cat. What is that? Look, I don't pretend to be up on anything in the past 5 years, which kind of points to me being an AI. I get it. That's not what I'm trying to point to, though. I am just really bad at keeping up. I was really bad when I was in college and younger at keeping up with what was going on. So anyways, we're gonna switch to agent mode. Let's start a Java project with Gradle here. This project will be enterprise ready, meaning as many abstractions as possible. While that's working on that, what is this? Yes, yes, yes. This is what we're doing. We're vibing. All right, yep. We're just, so when you're vibing, when you're only vibing, you've got to just hit accept. You don't look at it, you don't think about it. We just vibe. Which is going to be a little hard for me to do. Which is going to be a little difficult for me to do. I've never sat down and just purely been like, sure, whatever. I always at least look at it a little bit. I'm usually wrong, but... Oh, do I need to respond here? Oh, I might need to. I guess we'll just go with default. We'll just do 21, whatever. I don't know. Dude, I think the last Java version I used was 8. I think it was 8. It might have been 10. I wanted the AI to do this. All right, this is not vibing. This is me thinking. This is me thinking. Oh my goodness. I failed at the only vibing. Generate build using new APIs and behaviors. Some features may change in the next minor release. Okay, it's not a minor release then. It's not a minor release then. Don't call it a minor release. If APIs change, not a minor release. Java, please, you should be better than this. You should be better than this. Oh, now let's enhance the project structure to make it more enterprise ready. Oh, fantastic. It just added a bunch of stuff. Fantastic. Yeah, we'll accept it. Of course we'll accept it. Absolutely. Only vibing is the private vibe code community. I didn't know if people would be offended or think it was funny. I'm hoping they think it's funny. I thought I avoided making a shirt that said only vibe. But yeah, it's the most elite private software community. We just need to accept these, right? Yeah, that's how we vibe. Now, we do need to like actually have it do something, which I'm gonna try to not think about what it's doing. Let's see. Why is this freezing like this? Uh-oh. Obsidian is busted. Not a problem. We can do it from... I did a system update. And I must have broken my... There we go. I got Obsidian back. We're back. Okay. Here we go. So we're working on this Java calculator. And I think what I was going to do is have it run as a job that the Rust operator that we're going to make next week runs. I thought that would be the fun way of doing it to prove that I knew how to use jobs. And what this would do is it would read off the B trees in level order from the pods. So we have to go get all the pods that are related to a tree and build a tree out of them in Java. Is this overcomplicated? It's absolutely overcomplicated. That's why we're doing it. So let's go try to do that. I guess the first thing is to like add Kubernetes API support. We're accepting all this stuff. That's like all the enterprise stuff. Holy crap. Guys, this feels like an actual Java application at this point. Like, check this out. It doesn't even do anything yet. And we have all of this. This feels good. This feels good. We print hello world with all of this. Sweet goodness. Okay. I want to hit the Kubernetes API and get as many and select acquire all the pods. How are they tagged? Get pods. Oh, it's not running. We probably need to run that. Yeah. Vibing is just accepting whatever it gives you. You don't look at it. You just accept whatever the AI gives you. And if you get an error or something, you just feed that back into the AI, and you basically don't think about the code at all. You try to pretend the code doesn't exist. That's only vibing. I want to hit the Kubernetes API and acquire all the pods related to the... we're going to have to actually run this so that I see what it looks like. Let's see. CD KIR... I think we called this one OP, but we actually need to rename this one. It shouldn't be KIR-op. It should be GOP. It should be GOP, right? Because it's the Go operator. So it should be KIR-GOP. The naming convention is not my best naming convention here, but let's see. Make install. Let's see. Make install. So we installed that. Now what do we need to do? Oh, we need to K apply dash. It's a customized file, right? So it's like that, and it's config, samples. Yeah, it's just this. All right, so we have the tree sample created. I guess we should probably... I should have gotten tilt working. I literally worked my butt off this week. I worked some long hours, so I didn't have the time to get tilt set up, so we're just going to manually do this. I guess this isn't super vibing since I have to do stuff over here. This is dumb. Should have gotten the AI to do this. What do I need to do? I need Zellage. I couldn't remember its name. All right, so we're going to get another tab. That's not how we get another tab. And we're going to, let's see, we're going to go back here. We're going to then do make run. Yeah. We'll assume that works because I wrote it. And then we'll do, oh, I had to delete K9S. K9, this made me sad. I had to delete it because for some reason, let's do this. SK9S, see if we can't get that thing back in. really quickly. I was using the Git package, so it was like manually building it instead of using the pre-built one. And oddly, it was pulling in Electron and like the Chromium engine and a bunch of stuff this morning for some reason, which I have no idea why. So I just had to delete it because I was frustrated with it. Okay, we're back. Okay, so now, now we're creating pods. This is cool. What I need to see is how are we tagging these, right? Because we've got a tag. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's not at all what I wanted. What do I want to describe, right? Yeah. Does, there we go. I was one level too far in. We labeled these, right? Yeah, we have the left child and the right child. We don't have the parent. Ooh, should we have labeled them with the parent node ID? We didn't. So we can't traverse back up the tree. But we do know that this is the second node. Ooh. And we have this controlled by tree sample. So let's just ask it the tree sample. There we go. We're just gonna ask the AI to do this. Get all the, really, we could, this is tree sample, but we could have a different one, not named tree sample. So controlled by tree. Let's see, how else should we? Let's just make this a AI problem. We're making this an AI. We're just vibing. I want to hit the Kubernetes API and acquire all the pods related to the tree controller, CRD. This I then want to construct a B tree based off of the tags L and R. Well, this is not vibing very well. I then want to construct a B tree based off of the tags L and R for each of the pods for each tree. Yeah, we'll see what it does. We'll see what it does. All right, it looks beautiful. How are you all doing? I mean, as this is a only vibes, I have more time for talking. We can talk about something while we're vibing. How's your guys' weekends going? Are you guys up to do anything interesting? It was really cold this last week again. Thankfully, we only got a little bit of snow, but it was very cold. You know what? I'm not prepared to talk on that. I saw that there was a big crypto heist. I saw CoffeeZilla release something on it. I believe it was CoffeeZilla. You know what? I have to say, I'm super glad crypto got around all of those regulations that protected us. I'm super glad they did it. That was useful. Call the API endpoint. Okay, I think it's done. So yeah, we're going to accept that. Cool. All right. Can you run the project for me, please? Because I have no idea how to run this. All right. We want a perfectly clean build. So how did they do it? Was this like a attack on the smart clients, or not smart clients, smart contracts? All right, yeah, I haven't run into it. I have heard. I have not I haven't dug into it to fully understand what it was. The most I know is Ethereum, which makes then there's like a lot of questions of like great, the build is successful. Now let's run the application. Since the application will interact with Kubernetes, I'll need to access the Kubernetes cluster. Let me check if we have access to the cluster. This is fantastic. Boot run. I don't know what it's doing, but we're vibing. Oh, can you guys see? You know what? Maybe I need to move my big fat head somewhere else for today. You know, I can make it just smaller. Yeah, there. Now I'm a little itty bitty in the corner. That way I don't get in front of the AI. Although I could just put it in front of the code, since we're should I just do this since we're pretending the code doesn't exist? There we go. This is how you only vibe. What kind of AI should I look at for reading like 20K lines? You want to probably look at like to be honest, you want to look at context, like which ones have the largest context. This is kind of cool. It completely failed. It's wanting to create the pods with these labels. But like the pods are already created. I'm only vibing though, so I didn't actually look at that. So I didn't actually look at that, and I just accepted it. I don't know. You know, that's actually a tool that I feel like should exist. I don't know if it exists. Okay, my head's in the way, isn't it? This was kind of a joke. Let me move my head out of the way. That was kind of dumb. All right. What I was going to say is, so if you're talking about context size, context length, 20,000 lines. Is there a thing that will tokenize that out? Because I know the context length in the as far as number of tokens, but I don't know what that equates to in like, and I think that each one tokenizes a little bit differently. So like it would be like a token estimator, AI token estimator. Is there like a good estimator? Right. Like this is how it might be. But okay, there seems to be a tool. So just text it in here. But yeah, context like is what's gonna hit you. Okay, I gotta see what's going on here myself. So it did its own tree, which is kind of funny. It built its own tree, but that's okay. While it's vibing, I'm just gonna like look at some of the stuff that it's done. Has it done anything? Oh, wait. This is in app. Are we in here? Let's see. Oh, yeah. We have an adapter. Nice. Accept. Nice. What is it just pasting null all over the code? Peak enterprise ready. Oh gosh. Oh. What are you trying, like, I don't know what you're trying to achieve. But understanding the like how much context it can look at. One of the interesting ones, if you want to experiment locally, is 5.4. 5.4 has the large of a 14 billion parameter model. It has as large of a context as the larger models do, like your big llama 3.2s and whatnot. So if you're wanting to try to experiment locally, now 5.4 doesn't give as like good of results in my opinion from what we've done, but it's great for experimenting locally. It's basically mapping between two API specs to generate mappings. Interesting. Good luck on that. Oh boy, we're gonna kill any process on 8080. Ah, is this too much vibing? Do I let it run a kill 9 on? Oh. Well, I'm just vibing here, guys. Oh, that hurts me. I actually saw. I have to think about how to word this. I saw it do an interesting thing like this, where you have one spec and going to another spec. It did really well, actually. I think AI, some of the statistical analysis type of stuff, it does really well at. So I actually think, like, vaguely what you're talking about, it would be fairly good at, if I had to guess. I'm glad it has a sleep 10 in the curl. Did it give it a password? That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Bcrypt. I see Bcrypt in there. Encode password does not look like Bcrypt. Let's see if it gets the Bcrypt thing. This is something I have seen. I think they do this because of context, because it tries to keep everything in context. I've had mixed results with asking it to continue here. We can also just create a new one. The problem with just creating a new one is you kind of lose that history that you've had. So we'll try just going on with this one, but we'll see. ID10T error there, Russell. Classic ID10T error. It happens to the best of us. All right, we're gonna give this another 5 minutes. So at 10:30, exactly at 10:30, we're gonna stop and we're gonna actually review the code and try running it ourselves. And we're gonna stop vibing quite so hard. I do love that it... Ah, the duplicate bean. Oh my goodness. It duplicated the beans. Our beans have been duplicated. It's a dual bean program. Just hate it. Will I keep vibing if it works? I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of having fun getting to chat about stuff while doing this, but this also scares the crap out of me when it's like, hey, let's kill this process. I have no idea what process that was. None. What happens is it keeps running it in the background and then doesn't stop it. And this time it didn't put it on the background, right? So this is just consuming, like it's running right now. Okay, let's cancel. Let's try running the ground in the background. Wait, is it actually going to run it in the background though? Oh yeah, it's running it over here. By background, it just opens up a different terminal. Fine, I don't care. Not really what I thought by background, which means we could actually kill this instead of forcing it to kill it. I wasn't realizing that these were the different terminals. Okay, let's run this ourselves without the sleep. I don't know what is expected of the tree structure. I don't know what it says it's getting the expected tree structure, but we'll see. We'll see. Left 110. This is wrong, right? Because the value of this one would be 1, and it should be in between 2 and 3. Oh, okay, I guess, but like 2 should be the main one, right? And this should be, 1 and 3. You know what? To be fair, while incorrect, it did a thing, right? It's actually gotten stuff from Kubernetes. This is actually pretty cool. Like, I think that you could do this and prototype something relatively quickly, comparatively to, like, it did a lot of stuff. A lot of it's crap. But it did this way faster than I would have gotten to something. It has a lot of, like, I don't know why. Should we open this up in Copilot and see how Copilot does? I haven't used Copilot since they've added the agent feature. So that's interesting. We can use like 4.0 and 4.0 mini in here. We could give it a try, see how well we can vibe in Copilot. You really need the agent feature to vibe, honestly. I don't feel like I can only vibe. I don't understand this. But I don't need to, because I'm only vibing. Gradle versus Maven. All right, in chat, which do you prefer, Gradle or Maven? Which one? Do you like the POM files, or do you like to Gradle-loo it out? Gradle-loo is fun to say, by the way. I enjoy saying it. All right, it is 10:30 though, so that's when I said we're gonna stop. Maybe it's an IDE. Maybe it is the IDE. Let's see. Code. Visual Studio. It's been a while. It's been a while. You know what? Open folder. Job hunting. Occur. Maybe we should have capitalized OP like Java OP. All right. Now I need to. Just ignore that. I need to figure out Copilot. Extensions, deprecated extensions detected. What? All right. Yeah. Well, I don't know. You're the one that told me to do it, so we're going with that one. All right. Let's see. Which one's chat? Which one's Copilot? I need Copilot. Where's the Copilot menu bar though? This isn't Copilot, this isn't Copilot, this isn't Copilot, that's not Copilot. These are not Copilot. It's usually right here, right? Also, this is kind of cool. You Maven is better? Is there anyone who isn't a Java person by osmosis? That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm a Java person by osmosis. You know, I've always liked Gradaloo. One, because it's fun to say. And two, because that's the one that Android uses, I think. And that's the only actual Java programming that I've done, which is way different than like the enterprise Java. I understand. The very first thing that I did, so I didn't do computer science in school. I'm gonna restart code and see if it's supposed to be on this left corner, left side. I don't want Q right now. Do you wish to enable null analysis? Oh, absolutely. Null analysis is my favorite. Yeah, so when I was trying to get into software engineering, I built an app for Android. Yeah, and went through and like published it on the marketplace and everything. So that's my my experience. I'm just wondering where Copilot went. Like, it's hiding from me. Is Copilot scared of me? Here, Copilot. Oh wait, is it up here? Ah, here it is. I found it. I thought it used to be in this over here, but it was up here. Just under my RAM stats. I see it. I see it. He'll read chat eventually and find it. I actually found it before reading chat. It's kind of hard to prove because I could have like, I can't sneakily read chat. This is me reading chat. Yeah. It's too small. It's too small. My beef with Gradle is that the docs are too hard to navigate since there's a bajillion different Gradle versions and static. That's fair. I'm never saying that I understood Gradle that well. All right, so we're gonna use 4.0. That's what it's selecting. So we're just going to accept that. Is it in agent mode? Do I have to switch it to agent mode, or is it just Copilot edits? Edit with Copilot. Start your editing session by defining a set of files that you want to work with, and ask Copilot for more changes. You want. Is this the agent mode? Now, cool thing here is this did fix this. So that was actually an editor problem somehow. Can I just like put all the code in there? Add files, related files, all files. Why you touched versus code? I'm not sure what you're asking. I would love to answer it. But I don't know. All right. Oh, I see. Because we're trying to only vibe today. I learned last week that the new thing in Silicon Valley, and I try to follow the Silicon Valley trends because I want to also be a 1.5x engineer eventually, sometime in the future. I learned that the new thing is what they call vibe coding. And so today, for about another 5 minutes, we're doing only vibing, which means you have to only use AI to do everything, to make any edits, to do whatnot. So we were using Cursor. Cursor kind of vomited on the Java stuff. Literally just kind of, I mean, it was working. The AI was working. The editor was the thing that was vomiting, which was kind of weird. And so then we were like, hey, we haven't tried Copilot with edits. So we're going to try that and try to only vibe with it. So NeoVim doesn't have an only vibe feature yet. Maybe we'll make only vibing. So, you know, I have a thought that NeoVim needs its own cursor. Maybe we'll call that only vibes when we get there. Maybe that's what we'll call it. It's a good name for it. All right, let's see. Can you run this and see if it works? So it's not as good as, like, without this, I can't only vibe. I can only vibe with Cursor right now. Because I can't be responsible for running it. Like, holy crap. What does it expect me to do? Okay. Let's see if just opening Cursor up again, it was a caching error. Is it just a caching error? It might have been a caching error. We'll see. Give it a second. It's thinking. And Dutch, welcome to your nightmare. Welcome to your nightmare. Can you run this project and see if it works, please? We're only vibing right now. Then we're going to get into Vim in just a second because we're going to actually finish it off because it's not quite right. It's not quite working. And the vibes were fun, but I actually want... I feel like this is kind of interesting because I get to sit here and talk to you guys. And we could actually talk... We could have like vibe sessions where we have like another topic to talk about. And we try to build something via only vibing while we talk about it. I don't know if I could do it because I'm still thinking about it too much, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not really. Isn't that just every other stream? Maybe that is just every other stream. Because you guys do. Maybe I would actually get stuff done because the AI would actually be getting stuff done instead of just getting derailed. So... one root node, tree one, with a left and a right. This doesn't make any sense at all. This doesn't make any sense at all. What I wanted to do, kget pods, is look at the tree sample ones. So let me see if we can't, stop. Can we look at the other tree in Kubernetes that is running because of the operator? You guys have a tendency of derailing. I don't think that this is... I think that this is making a mistake. And I know that this isn't only vibing because I read it and I didn't just accept it, which is my bad. It's really my bad. But I can't only vibe that much anymore. If we look at this one, .oyaml, if we look here, does it tag it with the app? If it doesn't, this isn't going to work. So it has not. It has tagged it with the kind of tree. So let's do, instead of app, can we search by kind equals to tree? Yeah, it's not a label. It's not a label, you dingleberry. It's not a label. It's just the owner reference. The owner reference should be of a kind of tree. Here we go. Finally, it's, you know, it was really just a me problem. I wasn't asking it the right question. The AI was brilliant. I've just happily deleted all my data. Dude, it happily killed processes for me, which was horrifyingly scary. It actually got the right processes. It actually got the right processes. Ooh. The tree sample 2 pod has labels indicating it's a child node with left child at position 1 and right child at position 3, suggesting that it's part of a binary tree structure. Let's try to get more information about the tree structure by looking at the tree resource in the YAML format. So this is actually all my tree resources. The node gives which children are its children. Now, maybe I should have done more. To me, I thought this was fine. This shows us that we have a custom tree, custom resource that's managed by a tree operator. The tree resource specifies a count of 3 nodes, and the operator has created 3 pods in response. The tree structure appears to be represented through the pod labels with that. This is actually kind of terrifying. This is true. This is absolutely true because we made this a couple weeks ago. With tree sample 2 showing its relationship to other nodes through the L child and R child, the loser child and the righteous child labels. Would you like me to investigate a specific aspect of the tree structure in more detail? I would like us to build a tree structure in memory that represents the pod structure described by the pods. The piping to cat is so upsetting. The weird thing is, you know what the weird thing is? sometimes it pipes to cat, sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't actually need you to pipe it to cat, which is weird. It's just like, it's sometimes hallucinated piping to cat. I don't know. Like, I'm truly not sure why, because I've seen this. I've seen it. I don't know. I love how it's com.enterpriseapp.infrastructure. Like, it named it enterprise app. It's so dumb. It's so dumb sometimes. Okay, can we just control C it over here? Because this was going to make us run a kill command, and I didn't want it to kill something random. I feel that anyone that knows how to run 2 to 3 Kubernetes commands can figure that out. Absolutely. Absolutely. But I'm saying it was impressive that an AI was able to look at this and pick out the labels that were in it that were owned by this operator. Could you do it? Sure. How long would it take you to get there? It got there pretty quickly, in my opinion, which was cool. Oh, fantastic. It actually did it. That is amazing. So this one should be the number 2, or should be the root node, and 1 and 3. Fantastic. Let's actually run this ourselves. I don't know why the sleep 10. It so wants to do sleep 10 in front of it. I just don't know why, but we're vibing, so. It corrected it. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, it was waiting for the software. Yeah, but it has to like generate this afterwards. I see what it's doing. I don't think it needs that, but. Cool. Okay, so what I want to do then is I want to put this into our application, which we did with Zod, not Zod. What is the stupid 3-letter language called? Not Zod, not Zed, Zim. No, not Vim. That's Vim. Zim. That's not it. What is the language? Zip? It's not zip. Gosh dang it. Zig. We wrote it in Zig. My favorite language, by the way. Oh my goodness, that was rough on me. I'm sorry. Zop is written in Zig, and we wrote it in Zed, which is the confusing thing. We were in Zed, writing in Zig, writing Zop. Okay, got it. Thank you. Okay. Cool. Now we want to... C++ is one letter. It's 3 characters, but 1 letter. Let's be real. I don't know why I was getting Zig was getting rough, like remembering that. I don't even know why. I don't think I'm gonna become a Zig programmer, honestly. I was testing out its ability to catch memory leaks, and it's not perfect because I was able to get memory leaks past it. And for me, I'm good not managing my own memory. Rust does well enough. I also like the type system in Rust better. So I think Zig is pretty cool. I actually really love its 0 allocation things. Like there are things about Zig that I think are actually really, really cool, that I like. Now, the zero allocations isn't a big deal because I don't do a whole lot of stuff. And do you know what I might do? I might do Zig on the ESP32s that we're going to program here soon, because that might actually be really awesome because of the zero allocation stuff. Or zero hidden allocations in the standard library is probably more accurate. So there's definitely like really cool things about it. As a standard go-to to make a web service or something, I'm probably just using Rust. It's a nice high-level language. That was hurtful, Russ. I called you Russ too for some reason. Well, it's because you don't have your full name in Twitch, and I saw it, and I just said Russell. Sorry. And there I just doxed you, giving away that it was your full name. My apologies. I try not to dox people. Okay. Let's see. I won't use your middle name. I don't know your middle name. Anyways, now we want to send this as JSON to your power of deduction. Look, I live in a city of like 3,000 people now. So like if you know my city, it's actually really easy to find me. Also, there's 0 Merricks. Like Merrick is not a very popular name at all in the entire United States. And in the 3,000 middle of nowhere, it's even less popular. To a service running inside Kubernetes called what was it called? I forget what it was called. CD ls. It's called called KIR-flop. That's what it's called. Called KIR-flop. It should be a post request, and we have Postman, and I gotta tell it where it is. You might say you could count them. Yeah. To data. Data is the... I have heard Merrick counts, but not like the one. More like when you're really thinking about who's important, who matters, Merrick counts. That's right. That's what you have to remember. On one finger. There was, when I was in college, there was a Facebook group of Merricks. 1, there's a famous soccer player in that group. And 2, there was 50 people in it. This was like 8 years ago, so there's probably 100 people in it. Wait, what are we doing? You know what? I forgot. Only vibing. It's not running right now. So, I mean, we're kind of done at this point, actually. One thing that we need to do is we need to go through and review the code. We'll do that in Vim because I'm tired of pressing buttons in this. Build failed. Ooh, We're going to see if it gets this build failed. We're going to review the code, make sure that it looks correct, and then we're going to switch over and do tilts really quickly. We can bust out some tilts for this stuff that's like running over here. We can absolutely bust out some tilts for that very quickly. And then we're going to do some Rust. You joined 1/100th of the world population. Okay, Jim Bob. Are you Jim Bob? That's just a little bit worse. Okay. Let's see. It's failing. The build is failing. I thought I canceled it, but maybe... Oh, it is still running. You know what? We're just going to cancel this. All right, we're going to cancel this. And we're going to stop this. I'm just getting a little nervous when it does a kill on my computer. I'm just getting a little nervous. I'm sorry. I've done it 2 times now. And I would be lying if I didn't clench just a little while pressing the accept button to it killing something random on my computer. It's not my favorite. Oh, Mohammed. You're probably right, Dirk. Mohammed is probably not super popular where I come from, but if we're talking about world population, you're probably correct. Somebody with Muhammad in their name. Yeah. Searching by name was actually impossible. That reminds me, I've been a huge slacker at work on one thing that I need to do. I don't really have pictures of myself. And I need to get a picture of myself for like all the directories and stuff. And I feel bad about that. I feel bad about that. I literally just don't have a picture of myself, actually. But I'm the person in the family that takes the pictures, so I have like copious amounts of pictures of my wife and kids and dog and cats and trees. I have pictures of different trees that I like, but none of myself. This is why I don't do Facebook anymore. I just didn't have any pictures of myself to post. That was that's prerequisite to Facebooking. Use the thumbnail from the chair stream. Oh, so I'm gonna troll myself with the chair stream. I actually have a stream planned that's gonna make fun of that for you all. Because it was kind of hilarious. Just take a screenshot. Right. It's weird. I tell people I don't have a picture of myself, and they're like, you have copious amounts of videos of you. And I'm like, yes. And they're like, you even have thumbnails. And I'm like, yeah, a lot of those thumbnails are made from screen grabs from the video. And a lot of the time they're like me doing this. And it's like, that's what I'm going to put in my my work in my work bio. Here's Merrick. Okay. Okay. No, I don't need any more help. We're good. Nope. Thank you. Thank you. We are finished. You may sleep now. Clickbait employee directory photo. All right, let's bim this out for a little bit. And see what's really going on in our enterprise grade solution. I think it's all in here. Yeah, okay. So good. We start with an application, which is, I'm hoping some sort of singleton here. Oh, you know what I don't have? Ooh. We'll try Mason. We'll try Mason. I don't have... Mason never works really well for me. Not JavaScript. I want something specifically for Java. Thank you. Check style? No. I want a language server for Java. Is there no LSP for Java? Just go to J. Oh. Oh. Did I miss this? Did I just straight up miss? I'm sorry. Oh, why not? Why not? All right. Did I might have quit before this installed. That was my bad. I gotta leave it up. Bash failed with exit code 127 and signal 0. The to argument for compress is deprecated may be removed. Maven command not found. I don't know that I've installed Maven. A-S Maven. Dude, this stream might as well have been sponsored by Oracle. Are you kidding? This is enterprise Java we're doing. Enterprise Java. Is there a better? The Oracle didn't sponsor it, by the way. I would have completely accepted it because they would have been making fun of themselves. And I'm completely okay with that. This will be mandatory teachings next year. I told it at the beginning, and it might have fallen out of context by the end, but that we were supposed to do extra abstracty things. So it better be extra abstracty. All right. Now, hopefully, I can go to definition. Maybe we'll just try going there again. Oh no, what was the app.java? This was not it. There we go. Oh gosh, dang it. No, come on. Why? Why do you hate me? How are you not even using Eclipse? Good point. We're not. We're on the 500 U test for the boilerplate code. This is Frava. That's for sure. I don't know what's created here. Okay, I actually thought about installing NetBeans because I thought that would be hilarious to like have a throwback. I didn't do it, but I thought about doing the NetBeans. Well, is this a Gradle thing? Is this a Gradle thing? I honestly don't know. I told you I have not had good luck with Mason. Maybe I shouldn't have installed all of them. Let's just do the language server. I uninstalled the other ones. My wonder is if it's not leveraging Gradle. I pairs. You know those I pairs. All right. All right, we're just deleting that. This is difficult because like stuff isn't working because there's no language server. So I can't go to the Kubernetes adapter, which I'll just have to deal with. But I was hoping to get a little bit of support for Java, but all right, Kubernetes namespace to search for a tree. Oh, do you know what we didn't create? We didn't create a container for this. Let's see. We should just create a container here. You know what? Let's see if we can't. I honestly, no, quit. There we go. Let's try to get Cursor to do it. I don't really know how to build a Java container. I'm not gonna lie. Next, we need a Java container and a Kubernetes deployment and service. What Linux are you using? I only use the best, highest quality Linux available, by the way. That's all I'm telling you. That's all I'm telling you. We can cat OS release. This LSP works for you? Seems off for sure. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. Like, honestly, this is a dumpster fire of a project here. Like, it has a ton of extra code in a ton of random places, and I'm just not quite sure. I have no idea if it's whose fault it is. Like, I don't know if it's because Gradle isn't configured properly. This was actually having a problem with it itself, even though it would build via Gradle properly. So I don't know. I don't need to at this point. I'm close enough to just being done with the project that it's Java. I don't mind. I want to make an Android app to control my lights when my lights are done. So we'll do Java again, but I might do Kotlin. I've been wanting to learn Kotlin. People have said that it's good, better than Java. All right, anyways, this looks fine. If these are fine, Eclipse. Wait. From Eclipse. Why are we using Eclipse as the running one? Like, this feels wrong to me. I don't know what these are. These could be like a lightweight Java one, but Eclipse just feels wrong. I'll leave it though. I'll leave it. Cool. Cool. Actually, you know what? While we're here and vibing, let's jump over to the other ones and get them containers so we don't have to make them. I hate templating container stuff, and AI does pretty good at it. Let's see. KIR-flop. Can it do a Zig container? Please build me a container as well as Kate's deployment and service. Is there no Zig container yet? Zig should have a container. For like building? Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. They should. Looks fine. Build Zig. KIR-flop. Fantastic. Okay. This looks good. This looks good. All right. Next one. KIR-flop. Right. Please add a container and Kubernetes deployment and service. We'll need these for our deployment, right? And then we'll get into Tilt. And we'll just do that in Vim. And we can get rid of all this. That thing about OBS Fedora is really weird. It is really weird. Dirk, like, I don't want to read too far into it because, like, I feel like there could be a lot of ways. My understanding is that the OBS team got frustrated because they were getting a lot of this package is broken. It was broken in Fedora, which happens. There's broken packages, especially they're like a rolling release and whatnot. Like, it happens. Or maybe they're not a rolling release, but they're like the bleeding edge release, the Fedora is. And so I get why they would be frustrated because it's a lot of a broken package. But the thing that confuses me is, why is Fedora making a flat pack when there's already an official flat pack? Like, that just is wild to me. I somewhat get it because a lot of these OS systems want all of the stuff to be their stuff because it feels more official and stuff. But I think like the idea here would be is like, don't support stuff you don't need to. Like, if you're doing it in Flatpak, I just wouldn't. There's no reason to do extra work if the community already does it. You know, and I think Ubuntu, when they included Universe, kind of embraced this. You know, Ubuntu was like, well, and I mean, obviously Arch does it as well, but Ubuntu did it first when they embraced Universe instead of packaging everything that the community already packages. That's the point of a distribution, though? Is it? Really, to me, a distribution then shouldn't use Flatpak because those are all independent of each other, right? So that's kind of the beauty of a Flatpak. So I would say then Fedora shouldn't be doing any Flatpaks because then it's not really a distribution because they're independent. They're effectively containers. So I don't know. I guess it would depend on what you consider the purpose of a distribution. For me, I think more and more it's going to core services, like core things. If you're a distribution for enterprise, you're looking at your core servers and what's going to run with those. All the other stuff, I mean, it would be great, and Red Hat and SUSE and all of those do package those things, but they don't package the world. You don't like that? That's a different topic. That's a different topic. But yeah, it's interesting because there's a lot of different parts, and it's like, what do you consider what? And should they be doing flat packs? Is that part of a distribution or not? Or should OBS make a flat pack? We could boil the ocean with this one, but I think maybe that's the big thing, is there's a lot of moving parts to this, and it really depends on what you're looking out of your OS for that. And if you have I would also put it maybe towards I think it might go towards like your resources. So if you're a distribution, you have a certain number of people that can do a certain number of things. And at some point, I guess this is where I might be going to a little bit more management. This isn't a technology issue. It says, do you have the people power to actually support packaging it? If you don't, use the community one. If it's important to your clientele, let's say you're making the streaming distribution for people who stream. So maybe OBS is a core portion of it. Then you got to prioritize that, and you got to drop something else that's not as important if you don't have the human power to do it. Yeah, this just becomes good project management and whatnot. Why did Zig need a special container? Zig just doesn't have a Zig container with Zig already installed on it. So it was just using Alpine and installing build tools and installing Zig. It wasn't a special container. It was just the fact that Zig didn't already have, like for most of these, there's a PHP container that builds PHP projects. With Zig, there is no such thing. It wasn't a special container. It was the fact that it didn't have a special container for building the projects. Yeah, I wanted the builder. Sorry, that was the thing. I wanted the builder, and there was no Zig builder. So it was making a Zig builder, which is what I was looking for. I apologize if that was not clear. This is just running straight in here. Oh well. All right, let's I think what we should be doing is making a tilt here. So let's install, did I install tilt? Kate's tilt. Download tilt. Ooh, do I do this? Let's EA-S tilt. Let's hope there's not something else tilt. Tilt bin. So we want 2. Let's look at what tilt bin is. Description: local Kubernetes development with no stress. Cool. This is what we want. Tilt.it. Fantastic. We want 2. Yeah, Russell. Yep, you're absolutely right. It doesn't need a special runtime. It actually, unlike PHP and whatnot, doesn't need a special one at all. Because PHP actually needs PHP to run. At least that's as much as I know. Zig just runs a binary. All right. Is there a tilt in it? I believe there is. Tilt in it. Maybe not. All right, we're getting an ad here soon. So what we're going to do is we're going to do Olama. I'm gonna go run really quickly. Let's see, which ones do we have? Start Olama. And then we're going to do Olama PS, Olama list, Olama run. We want it to finish, so we'll do the 5-4. 5-4. And what we're going to do, I want you to make me a basic tilt Kate's tilt file that will run multiple services. All right, we'll see if this works while I'm off stretching my legs. And yeah, all right. Wow, that's going way too fast. I forgot 5-4 was so fast. I forgot it was so fast. It's so fast. All right. Yeah, Sergeant Pepper, we're doing Enterprise. Okay, this is what we wanted right here. This is it right here. We're actually, I think, done with the Java. We might have to update it. I have to get everything running together now to actually see if it works, right? So now it's kind of like compiling all of the services at this point. So we have a little bit more work to do. Do you know what would be really cool is if there was an AI? I have so much work. I need to stream more. What I'm finding difficult is if I stream less, it's easier to make the streams fun and interesting. But if I stream more, it's like I just sit there and do work, which is not fun or interesting. But I need to get more done. So I probably have to add at least another stream on during the week. That's not what I wanted to do at all. And we're gonna make a, let's see. Is it tilt file or just tilt? I think it's tilt file. Tilt file, capital. Oh, tilt file. All right. Just have the AI do a stream for you. I actually, I would like to have, you know, the only sleeping streams. I want to do an only chair stream where there's some sort of interactive AI that chat can interact with. Yeah. But I think that's going to be I quit my job because YouTube is paying me enough money. So that probably will never happen. But if that does happen, that's what I want to do. I want to do an only chair stream. That only has vibes. Only vibe. Only chair stream. There's a lot of onlys in here. Okay. Zop. Zop. Only chairs vibing? Yeah. So that's what, if I get to the point where I can quit my job, we'll have an only chairs vibing, which will be fully AI powered where chat gets to drive the stream. I might even join in chat throughout it. It'll be like Twitch plays Pokemon, except it'll be like something like Twitch plays coding. I don't know exactly what it's going to be yet. I was thinking like we could do Twitch chat codes, but only through AI agents, which would be cool, where you're like controlling the AI agents like Cursor or something. Or the other thing that I thought would be really, really cool was Twitch plays Dungeons and Dragons, where the Dungeons and Dragons master is an AI. So I have a couple of those, and maybe they could switch between them. But yeah, anyways, for my only chair vibing, I don't even know what category to put that in. I guess it would just be just chatting. I have no idea. They need an only vibing category. That's what they need. KIR-flop, right? That was the name of the oh, wait, this is for this service right here. Oh, so this port forwards. Okay. I don't know if this was actually correct, right? Build an image with inline Docker file. I don't want that. Yeah, this is what I want. All right. Okay. Because we'll have to manually apply the make install for the operator. I think that will be fine. I don't want to solve all of it. If you have a new cluster, you'll have to run the make install. That's fine. So if this is the operator, it will look like this. Let's see. KIR up. Oh, I thought it was just recently. Okay, well, whatever. It's ls config. What? Sample? No. Manager. Yeah, this is the one that we need to deploy. Yeah. I don't know. Manages, generate, format, vet, go run command. Okay. Oh, but they have a container for it already, right? So we don't need to worry about run. I got it, right? Because we're just going to use the Docker file here, which should run this. Let's see. Yeah, this is running the manager. Fantastic. That's what we needed. Okay. And then if we go here, this should be running the controller manager. Image, if we look at image, controller. And this is a customize. Should we just do, we probably need to do, is it this one? That runs all of them? Yeah. So just config default, okay? Default. So like that. I think. I haven't done a operator in tilt for a while. Define a Kubernetes resource. Define a This is the Kubernetes Go operator. Crop. Sync. What's this app here? What is this supposed to be pointing to? Under sync. Sync. Remote path. Specify any changes to local path should be synced to remote path. Let's not do this. I've never actually used this. I've seen this where you'll actually like sync the files out. So like if you're on like a PHP or something that doesn't compile, you can like live sync the stuff out. We're not doing that. And then I think this, because of this here, it needs to be called controller, right? Yeah. Although it has a way of substituting that in, right? Let's see. Do we make this name when we build it the same that's in the file? It puts it in the YAML for you, which is what I need to understand. Let's see. Why have I forgotten so much? It's under the resource, right? This is where you define which one it is. I think. Right, this is API. We didn't name it API up here though, did we? How is it linking this? All right, let's just look through the tidbits. The tidbits. Only one static file, multiple YAML files. Yeah, that's fine. Customize. Yeah. Helm, fine. Thanks so much for the follow. How are you doing today? Ashish. I believe is how you pronounce your name. Correct me, because I'm probably wrong. My goodness, I've done this before, and I haven't done it for like a year, and I've forgotten. So what I'm saying is, like, I need a way to link. We're doing this Docker build here, right? And this is effectively Python. We're doing this Docker build right here, and we're building this image. How do I tell it that it's the controller image in this file? And there is a way to do that. There's a way to link that, because what it does is it dynamically swaps them out. How are you doing today? Well, let's just kind of give it a shot, and we'll go from there. It will be wrong, but at least it will tell us. Service. Actually, we don't need a port forward of the operator. That's fine. We'll have one for the PHP, right? Oh, we don't have PHP. All right, let's do the PHP one. Yeah, well, let's do the PHP one. It will be effectively the same as this, just slightly different. So PHP front end. That hurts me to say just a little. We didn't update this to KIR-flop. KIR-flop. And then this needs to be KIR-flop. KIR-flop. All right. Also, this is not in KIR-flop deployment, right? Let's see. Did I make a change on accident? Terrifying. I accidentally made a change. This is in, right, Docker file source, Kate's. And we need to deploy all of those, right? We don't really need this. We won't deploy this. It doesn't need a persistent volume claim. But we do want the service and the deployment, right? Okay. And we can do that just by doing this, right? Let's see. Not at all what I meant to do at all. We need this. There we go. That was originally my thought. Okay. And then we probably need to do the same for the PHP. Let's see. So the Docker file's in the root, but there should be like a deploy or Kubernetes. Yeah, it's Kubernetes. Oh gosh. We have a deploy. We need the config map, the deploy. Oh, sweet. We can do the customization. Fantastic. So we can just do this the same way as we were doing the other one, where instead of this, it's Kubernetes. I can't spell. I can't spell. And we can just give it the directory, but this is customize. Right. Yeah. Okay. And now we should be able to go here and go tilt. Very cool. I'm sure it's not working, but you know, it's there. It doesn't like the tilt file. That's really small. On line 2, I got to line 2 before it was upset. I wrote one whole line of correct tilt. That's not tilting at all. Okay, we wanted... Oh, I see it right here. That was silly of me. All right. We're close. Build KIR-flop Kubernetes failed as it won. Okay. So this is a if you haven't read it before, this is actually an error in customize. So what it was saying was when it went to KIR-flop Kubernetes, when it went to Kubernetes, it didn't find the secret. So cd KIR-flop, right? It did say KIR-flop, yeah. We're talking about KIR-flop, KIR-flop Kubernetes, yeah. So in this customization, it said deployment, service, config map, and secret. But if we look in here, there's a secret YAML template. So there is no secret. So quick and easy way. I don't think we actually require a secret. I don't remember one. So I'm just going to delete that, and we're not going to build it. And that fixes that. Now, the thing is, it won't know that this has been changed, right? So we'll have to just tell it to manually try that. Let's see. KIR-flop service, known Kate's resource, tree controller tree. KIR-flop service. Okay. Let's see. That's this right here, the KIR-flop service right here. It doesn't like this. And that's probably because its name is not KIR-flop in the service. So let's check that out. I was. All right. And then in the tilt file, it was called. It had. There we go. Oh wait, this is wanting a resource. Oh, wait. So wait a second. This should be like a service, right? Service. We're wanting a service, unknown reader service. I don't know if this is right. And then this should just be KIR-flop, right? I don't know. KIR-flop, tree controller, controller manager. KIR-flop is not one. Why is KIR-flop not one? Resource dependencies. Ugh. Gray Hatter, it's been a while. How are you doing? All right, let's check out. Actually, get back out of here. KIR-flop, Kubernetes. What do we call it here? Gray Hatter, that's actually the exact point. For any of you that are just here, we are making the KIR-flop framework. It's a long story how we got here, and you'll get that in the YouTube video. But basically, there was CEOs chatting about how people couldn't print the level level order of a B tree, and then another CEO said, "Hey, I would hire you if you could print the level order of a B tree using SQLite, Go, and Kubernetes," which made me think that this CEO likes people that over-engineer and overcomplicate simple problems. And so instead of just doing this, I made the KIR-flop framework that requires on PHP, Rust, Zig, Java, and Go, as well as Istio, Kubernetes, and whatnot, all to print the level order of a B tree. So, if your day's going well so far, and you just joined the stream, it's gone just a little worse. Just a little. So now to debug the whole system, remember the goal is to level order print a B tree. We've got to use Kubernetes, and we've got to use tilt because we're using Kubernetes and we have a microservice architecture leveraged by Istio. Excuse me. Whew. Yeah. So absolutely. And then I'm going to respond to those CEOs, and I'm going to be like, "Hey, I did it. Shower me with praise or something." I'm mostly making fun of them. If people haven't realized that just yet, I'm mostly making fun of them. You're most welcome. You are most welcome. Did I click on any of them? No, Grey Hatter. I would not click on something from you. That sounds terrifying. That is absolutely terrifying. What's the opposite of thank you? You're welcome. You're welcome is the opposite of thank you, I believe. Is you're welcome. But it's a little weird. Okay, this is our PHP project, but we actually have a huge problem with this. Because when I was looking through this, it's called tree controller, which is dumb. This is not the tree controller. This is KIR-flop. We're kind of trying to test the Java that we wrote. We were only vibing for the Java. I think we got it there. I think the Java's a little weird because we wrote highly enterprise grade Java. And it was only vibing. So if you guys aren't familiar, there's a new trend, and I follow all new trends because I program and engineer based off of trends of vibe programming, where you just accept whatever the AI tells you, and that's what we got. We were vibing. Yeah, Grey Hatter. Basically just Java, except extremely abstracted. We put abstractions for abstractions. It was fantastic. Image pool policy, never. I think maybe this is good now. Here we go. Did you mean KIR-flop? Yes, I did. Thank you very much. Actually, all of these probably need the good old KIR-flop. KIR-flop. All right, let's try that. Yeah. Resource KIR-flop specify dependency on itself. Wait, did I? Oh, wait. These aren't dependent on each other, so that was silly. That was pretty silly on me. We'll do some more vibe programming sessions. I don't know exactly when or how. If people enjoy them, because like I feel like a vibe session is actually really good if we have like another topic to talk on, because I kind of just let the AI do its thing, even when it's terrible. And it's just kind of like a fun little distraction. But I feel like I could fit this into a stream somehow. I just gotta work on it. I gotta think about it a little bit. That's not how you install Zig. Okay, well, that was the AI. It was worth a shot. Chat, let's see if ChatGPT can't give us a Zig container. Build a Zig project in a container. For the B tree, are they asking about the database's own implementation of the B tree? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, good sir. They are not. And we actually invented a new B tree just for them. If you go get pods and see here, we actually built a B tree out of pods. So if you do get pods, let's see, tree sample 2 dash o YAML. If you do this and look here, so how this B tree works is it builds a B tree, and then with labels, it gives the left and right child of each pod. So you build out a tree of containers. Yeah. This proves my ability to program. Good programmer. Wait, is there an actual from Zig? If this is an actual thing, I'm gonna be so angry at the AI that led me astray. I didn't need to do that here. Let's see. Can we just remove that altogether? Maybe. Let's try running that again. Let's see. Failed to Zigland Ziglata. Failed to resolve source meta Docker pull access denied. The provider does not exist. Maybe ChatGPT is the one that lied to me. I was going to say, I thought that I was... Oh, I did this to myself. Quit, abort. Yeah, I'm in it over here. Okay, Zig build container. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Let's see. Zig version. Okay, so they're just pulling Zig version from this. And then they're pulling... I don't care about the pip stuff. I guess maybe we just curl and get the Zig. Let's go to Zig's website. Zig language. Download. No, I didn't want to download it. I just wanted the link. Stop that. Stop that. Switching to Zig from Rust? No. I talked about it a little. I think that if my life settles down and I actually program these ESP32s, I will probably use Zig over C. That would probably be my statement, is I would probably use Zig over C. I don't pick C over Rust for a lot of things, so it has some really interesting things that I like. I like the no hidden allocations in the standard library. That's actually pretty cool. Especially for something like an ESP32 where memory is really tight. I like their enum support. Yeah. Rust type systems is just worlds better in my opinion. I don't need as low level. I don't want to manage memory. Some of those things. So there's a lot of reasons why I'll probably stick to Rust as my go-to for just random projects. Only some ESP32s? You're not wrong. You are not wrong. These are like not Docker containers. Oh, these are like containers. I got it. I got it. It took me a little while. Zig. Ooh, ChainGuard has a Zig. Rust type system is better than... Did I say better or did I say I liked Rust type system better? I might have said it's better in my opinion, which is the same as I liked it better. Well, if I said is better, let me rephrase and say I like it better. Let's try that. Let's try that. Was that wrong? Did I copy the wrong thing? ChainGuard / Zig, right? Yeah. Yeah. Do I need to do latest? Does it need that? I feel like it shouldn't. I think that it would also behoove us to not conflate type system with memory system. So a lot of people, and maybe I'm wrong, I don't consider ownership. I know it has effects on the type system, but I don't actually consider ownership part of the type system. But has a superset of the features of maybe I haven't learned it a whole lot. Like I said, I plan on with some embedded stuff projects to learn it better. I've made exactly what 2 types, 3 types structs in it. Honestly, I don't find Rust type system to be onerous. Maybe that's just me. None of these are working. I'm surprised the chain guard one isn't. That doesn't. I kind of like this is from Docker Hub, right? It's not even updated very much, but this feels weird to me. This feels weird to me. Am I missing something? I'm not signed in, so this shouldn't be like some private image. Why can't I pull it? Let's try pulling it from chain guard. Now I have like fears that this is my computer. Docker pull Ubuntu. Ubuntu. Did they just stop supporting their Zig container? Do they have the manifest here? Can I just grab that manifest? No, chain guard wouldn't have the manifest because that's not how they do it. I wonder if they don't have the latest tag. All right, well, let's just build our own container. I'm done messing around with these fools. Come on, chain guard. I expected better. I do actually like chain guard containers. I'm only getting on to them because they generally do a pretty good job. And I don't know if this is a chain guard issue. I don't know why I can't download their crap, and I can't download it from them either. Which is a bit weird for me. Okay. So let's just do. Does Ubuntu from Ubuntu? Does it have no? Does Ubuntu? I was gonna say, does Ubuntu have this is fine, but what I wanted really was Zig. I don't know if it does. We'll find out. Let's see. It does not have Zig. Okay, that's fine. We'll remove Zig, and we'll just download Zig from the website. Okay, so let's see. Copy link. Hopefully that's the link. Add. Wait, it's here. Does Alpine have Zig? Okay. Come on. Let's keep it civil. Let's keep it civil. I think people are giving genuine answers that they also believe. We all are tainted by our beliefs, to a certain extent. It's fine to disagree. But we're not a laundromat. Did not compile successfully. Wait. Zig not found. Oh, we're maybe close. Oh, you know what we did? You know what we did? Okay, this is silly. But let's go over here. Docker PS. Not Docker PS. Docker images. It's called KIR-flop, right? KIR-flop, no, KIR-zop. It should be KIR-zop. Did it not build it? It should build it, right? Oh, it failed to build though. So we don't actually have a container to SSH into. I was going to SSH into it. What we don't have, let's make this build. We're going to make it build by not Okay, what we need to do, I don't know what this looks like. I have a tar and I need to unzip it. Let's actually just go through this. Let's go through this and actually see what we get. Let's just make a temp folder. I don't know what we get when we unzip this. I wonder if they have like install. Wait. You can also install from your package manager. Who has a Alpine Linux does? 321. Okay, I should have just done this. I think that's what you said, Grey Hatter. Arch Linux has. I don't think so. I think that's the same up-to-dateness. Same. I should have just done this though. I didn't even need this. You look, Grey Hatter, you call it out the next time you think it's ahead. All right, and we'll check. We'll just do it the good old-fashioned way. We'll check whenever you feel like it. Apt. Let's see. Alpine. Do we want to pick the exact version? We could. 321. I'm going to guess that there's a tag. And then we don't need this. That's not really what we need, but build base and then zig, I think, is what we need. Let's see what tilt says. Let's see what this... it's going. It's going. Gray Hatter, you know that not everything on this stream has to be X is better than the thing that you're using. It's just not actually a goal of the stream. I know that's what you seem to believe, that the goal is. It's not actually the goal. It's interesting. We got image pullback. Okay, but this is good. We got the zig running. We got the PHP running. Our tree operator is insufficient scope. Authorization failed. Okay, this is, is this RBAC? Did we fail to do the RBAC correctly? No, it's an image pullback off. I think this is because we're not swapping controller. That's probably is. Everything in software engineering is awful, specifically because people don't care about doing things correctly. I don't think that's true. I do believe that people sometimes get, so like what I'll say is when they're engineering by fashion is what I call it. When you're looking at what these big companies are doing, that's generally because they do care. Now, I'm not saying that they understand and are doing the correct thing, but they think that they are. You know, when the big clean code Java super abstraction was going through, people weren't doing that because they didn't think that they were trying or didn't care. I'm sure that you can pull out specific examples, 100%. There's definitely specific examples where people just didn't care. Look at some of my projects, like this one, for example. Any code written in this, I really didn't care. This was a fun making a joke about CEOs that I hope were joking themselves because they made an overly complicated way to get hired. And I think that's a bad practice. So yeah, this code, I didn't really care, but I've also written bad code that I did care about. I've written clean code style Java a long time ago. I've done some bad stuff, not because I didn't care though. And I'm sure that I write bad stuff now, even when I do care, because I'm always learning and building on that. So like the code I write today should hopefully be worse than the code I write in a year. Although the code I write today is probably worse than it was 2 years ago, but. You're right, Dirk. There's always a happy medium. There's engineering by hype, and there's also engineering by tradition. I think it's easy to... There's always a balance. Like, everything's always a balance. You can take something to the extreme. I only program in assembly because in 1950, that's what the only thing people used. And so why would I do anything differently? And that's taking it to an extreme that's just not appropriate. And then there's, hey, Google did this thing yesterday, I have to do it because I have one customer. And there's other better things that you could do to get more customers before worrying about optimizing for an edge case or a eventual scale or a whatever. So you're absolutely right that there's always a balance to strike in all of those things. There's also like, hey, I know Java and I could do a project in it, or I could learn Rust, and Rust might be better, but like I have to learn it first to even see if I liked it better. And that would take a ton of time. And so we all only have a certain amount of time. I like streaming and I like learning new languages this way, but there's also a certain amount of like, you can't expect everyone to know the superior language. And the superior language is a stupid thing anyways to pull out. I actually really dislike the language thing because I dislike Python. I'm very vocal about it. I disliking Python. But if you can build something awesome and amazing in Python, which half of the AI stuff that I use have been built in Python, and so I'll give them that credit that they've done that. Awesome. Go do it. Go build something awesome. Yeah. Yes, I am completely fine with us versus them with languages as long as it's all good and fun. That is really the only requirement that we need to have with it. Now, I will do another Zig project. I need to do at least one more. We've been doing this database stuff, and I was proposed by a colleague to do a database in Zig that's an all-in memory with C bindings, which might make Zig stand out versus Rust. We could do like C bindings for the Rust, but that would be maybe a little bit more difficult. They wanted an all-in memory, or not all-in memory, but an embeddable, a lightweight embeddable vector database. Thought that might be a cool Zig project to learn Zig with. Because you're right, I don't know Zig nearly as well as I know Rust. When I used it the little bit that I have so far, I've liked Rust's type system better. But I also am a person, and I don't know if it's me or whatnot, that I don't find Rust type system onerous. Maybe that's me. Maybe I haven't found the superior type system that puts it in its place. I don't know. All right, let's see. I think this needs to be called controller, right? Is that the fix to this? Or maybe manager? Maybe it's manager. No, I think it was controller, right? That's the image name. That's the Stockholm Syndrome? What's the Stockholm Syndrome? That's... Dude, I have said this for a long time. You would know. You would know. I want Rust type system in a garbage collected language. Because as far as I know, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. So you're right, there is no comparison. And that's the problem, is Rust type system is so amazing. There is literally no comparison. You've got me. You're absolutely right. The Stockholm Syndrome is not Stockholm as much as there's literally just nothing else. I'm glad you reminded me. Okay, so we don't have a proper access. I know where this is. I need to get back on the OCaml bandwagon. I tried it and it kicked my butt, okay? We'll be honest, it kicked my butt. And then while I was down on the ground after it kicked my butt, it kicked me in the butt again. It was just rough. It was rough. I need to try it again. That was worse than Zig. I need to try it again. I understand. It did not like me. I'm blaming OCaml on that one. It did not like me. But I do need to try it again because a lot of people have told me that I would like its type system. I was gonna say, Dirk, I think that honestly I just need to give it time. So I need to do, I just need to give it time. But yeah, it is a different paradigm and it really did kick my butt. Like, Zig was much easier because I've been around C for a long time. And so like, when you give me something that's like C, I literally wrote all of that Zig without looking at the documentation. The only thing that I had to look at the documentation was for including a library. And then everything else I could figure out from like the errors for the most part. I mean, I did Google some stuff. I'm not saying I just did everything, but for the most part, I did everything with just typing in and Googling a few things that I needed. So like, same paradigm I've been around for a long time made it way easier. When you go to a completely different paradigm, it takes a while, and it will take me a little while. I actually thought about putting OCaml into this, but I didn't get OCaml into it. I wasn't able to. The problem with getting OCaml into it or Pascal was I needed libraries to hit the Kubernetes API. So all of these things hit the Kubernetes API, and this uses SQLite. And I wanted to use Zig. So this uses the Kubernetes API, this does. So like all of these need to have pretty good Kubernetes support. And that's what made those other ones, like I'm not trying to boil the ocean or solve all the problems for those. So let's see. I'm looking for, I didn't install, but install didn't install everything, right? So it did manifest, customize, and it did it on the CRDs. But what I need here is I need permissions. I need a service account, right? Does that get generated? I guess is what I'm wanting to ask. It might require a bit more starting from the bottom. Dirk, I actually completely agree with this. It's why I didn't jump into doing it again. I want to actually read the book a little on it and just take a little bit of time to understand some of it, because there is some things that like for one, I haven't been in a language where I didn't understand where the scope was and how it would execute. And with OCaml, I didn't know how it was going to execute or what the scope was. Like, I couldn't even tell you when something would be garbage collected, or, like when it would have effectively been freed or whatnot. So there was a lot of just stuff where it's like basic stuff where almost never had a question prior to that, were questions, which then made everything else more difficult because. So if install does that, is there a like deploy the image controller? This is just doing the config from manager, which is what we're doing. I know that they have a service account, right? I feel smart when any code compiles that I run, which is why I love writing Python, because it always compiles. It's fantastic. Let's see, when you're running it, you run it in the controller from your host, right? Which then it doesn't have to do the permissions because it uses your kube config. Do I need to build this? I feel like maybe it's expecting me to build this, but I thought it would generate those things for me. Let's see. I didn't see that they had this. That's fantastic. Let's see. Install CRDs. Right. Oh, deploy. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Man, so they do just a. Oh, wait. They also build config default. And they do config manager. Okay, what's the difference between those? So this is the CRD, RBAC, and manager. Right? Config default and what was it? Config default and config manager. Okay. I see what I've done wrong here. We can fix this. So in here, we have config default. Oh no, that's what I thought was going to fix it, right? Right, because this does the RBAC. That make thing? Yeah, I've actually... Make help should just exist as like a make file thing. I agree with you. I didn't see it in that. Like, this was a generated make file. But like, holy crap. That actually makes so much sense. I love that. I absolutely love it. And I feel like it could be a built-in make file thing. I absolutely agree with you. All right, so what's the role binding looking like here? Let's see. The name tree. Did we change its name? Let's see. Tree operator, controller manager cannot let us route the pods. in cluster scope. Let's see. We didn't change any of this. And here we're doing we're not even doing the manager. Which I feel like is a mistake. We should be doing but I think this is only going to add to our problems here, right? Service account controller manager not found. Restart you. I'm gonna have to work on this. This doesn't need a persistent volume. Here's up. Why? Why do you have a persistent volume claim? You actually don't. Right, wait, no. Oh, shoot, we do actually need a persistent volume claim for KIR-flop because KIR-flop does actually write. Okay, this, I didn't actually apply this here, right? It does not have the persistent, because we didn't use customize, so we just actually wrote it straight. What did we call it? What did we call it? PVC. This is fine. What we'll do is I'll update this to be just an in-memory file. It doesn't need to be anything really fancy. I don't really care. KIR-flop is running. This is running, but it needs better scoped, and this needs its service count. These are all very fixable. Okay. Cool. Next week, next Saturday, we're going to do, I'm going to fix this during this week. I'm going to fix this. This is just piddly creating service accounts and stuff. Not super fun. So what I'm going to do is next week, we're doing the Rust part of this. So we're doing this, which should be the last. And we should have it all exposed and ready to make a video out of at the end of next week. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish tilting it up during the week. I probably won't stream it. This isn't going to be fun work. We're going to do that, and we're going to wrap that up. After that, we're going to work on our Twitch chat. We got some interactive Twitch stuff to add. And I think Anathema will be ready for us by then. So we'll be updating that. That will get me, as soon as March starts, I'm releasing my database video. And then later in March, we're going to do another episode on databases, which should be fun, which we got to do live on stream first. We also have the consensus video to wrap up, so we'll have some stuff to do on those. So that's the plan for the next foreseeable little future. Let's go find somebody to raid. Thanks everybody for joining and hanging out. Let's see. Anathema? What did I say? Did I say something other than anathema? I might have said something other than anathema. All right. We're gonna go check out Ray March. Be nice. Treat him better than you would treat me. And I'll see you guys next week. All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye.